What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. Give me the HBO special. That's a Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Let's get right into the video.
You want to know what fucking sucks? I'll tell you what fucking sucks. Shoveling a ton of gravel. That fucking sucks.
It does.
The whole entire time I'm shoveling, all I'm thinking is, who the fuck are the women that wanted equal rights? The women's movement. Who wanted to do the man's work? Because I fucking didn't. I'd rather be inside making sandwiches and serving iced tea. Fuck this bullshit.
Ooh, that's a lot of gravel too. Ooh.
I don't want to be equal. I don't want any part of being equal. I will make sandwiches. I will cook dinner. I will wear an apron. I will clean house. I'll vacuum. I'll do whatever I gotta do to keep from fucking shoveling rock. And the difference between TikTok and Facebook is after I get this shit done, I'm going to get on Facebook and brag about everything I accomplished and how fucking happy I am. But just know the truth. I'm pissed. I'm not happy. It doesn't make me feel good. No part of it. Don't want to do.
And that's the thing. It shouldn't make her feel good. She's 115 pounds soaking wet. I'm like 175 pounds, and I'm kind of muscular. And even I don't want to be outside shoveling no damn gravel. And I'm in Texas, so anytime I'm driving around and I see somebody on the roof of a house, or I'm on the highway and I see somebody on the side of the highway laying concrete in 110-degree weather, I respect that. Y'all, it's 110 degrees. Y'all out here thugging. Like, that work ain't for everybody. But somebody got to do it, and y'all stepping up to the plate. I don't see very many grown women that are happy being alone. Outside of maybe like the first 2 years of college when girls are like 19, 20 years old, you can't tell them nothing because everybody wants to either sleep with them or they're other women and they want to be friends with them. You can't really tell them much. That's when, you know, it's cool to be alone and you want to be single. But outside of the first 2 years, most women actually want to be with somebody. Now, they'll post on Facebook that they want to be alone, which I consider to be really weird because if I'm broke, I'm not going to go on Facebook and brag about being broke. I'm going to go get a job and I'm going to work towards not being broke. That's what I'm going to do. So I don't understand why you want to brag about something that you don't truly want. And in all honesty, I only know a few guys that actually want to be alone too, but most of them are players. Like, they're dudes that get all the women that they could ever want, so they feel no need to commit to one because they can sleep with as many of them as they want. But outside of a few dudes that I know that can get access to women all the time, most dudes don't really want to be alone either. And if you're a man and you don't want to be alone, bro, don't be having pride like these women on Facebook. Go out there and get one of these good girls. Go understand your value. You do have to understand your value and find a person that's willing to reciprocate that value, because those people are out there. Don't get me wrong. This stuff seems kind of doom and gloom, but there are a lot of good people out there. And ladies, this is all you have waiting for you. I know they sold you a dream that you're going to be sitting on this golden throne commanding men to do all this manual labor, but the average woman makes about 40K. You're going to be making about 40K a year, and unless you're very financially literate, 65% of all student debt is owned by women, and 65% of all consumer debt is owned by women. So you're more than likely going to be in debt. You're probably going to have to rent your home or stay in an apartment for the rest of your life, because upholding a home takes a lot of skilled labor. And unless you know how to do it or are willing to learn how to do it, which most women aren't, it's going to cost an exorbitant amount of money that's probably going to be out of your budget to have somebody come and do that skilled labor for you.
So I am a dumb bitch.
Oh,
how can I not be
that's funny.
so stupid and keep my husband? I want to keep him happy. And I think all the women listening to, they want to know the secrets to a good relationship.
I'll tell you the secrets.
Yeah, I'm writing them down.
I'll tell you the secrets.
Oh yeah, put your
Let me tell you the secrets.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. I'm taking notes.
I don't think most women understand what men are looking for in general from life.
Okay.
True.
And it's not just relationships, it's in general from life. I think, and when I say think, I mean I know, that men are biologically designed, we're evolutionarily hardwired to seek status. That's what we want. Men talk about wanting money. You don't want money, you want power. You want power, you want status, you want the fast car. You don't care about the car. You want everyone to know you have the car and they can't have the car. If everyone had a Lambo, you wouldn't want a Lambo.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So we want status. So every single thing we do is status driven to some degree.
It's true.
Meaning the female we are with has to add status to our lives in some form. That's why we like beautiful women, right?
Right.
But a beautiful woman who doesn't behave and doesn't obey isn't really much status.
Yep.
So when we're looking for status, we want a beautiful woman who is compliant because it's unique and it's scarcity that provides value. Right. So if you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men? You know what? If I were to just make him 2 coffees and shut the fuck up, he's going to look like the big G. And he's going to be in love with me. That's what you have to do as a woman.
Well, let me just stop you real quick and say something. You got a lot of work to do.
Me?
And that's actually kind of true. And the reason why we want status is because, number one, it attracts women. Let's not get that confused. We like status because it attracts women. It also attracts opportunity, and it shows that you're valuable to the people that's in your community. Really, what men want is just to be appreciated. So many guys, and trust me, I know this is hard for women to understand because women are always appreciated. You get all these special kind of days where you're celebrated. Guys don't get that. We go to work and then we die. So when we have a person that shows that they appreciate the things that we do, we will do anything for that person. It's all about reciprocation. Unfortunately, the feminist movement has taught women that it's okay to take advantage of men. And so many women are trying to go down that line, but it doesn't make any sense, because if you were to reciprocate the value to a man, he'd gladly do anything you wanted for you without even asking twice. All this get a bag sis culture is pretty much just trying not to reciprocate value. All you're trying to do is take value from a man, use his check, take his car, take his house, without reciprocating any value back into him. Because if you had a man and you showed that you were valuable and you showed that you appreciated him, you wouldn't have to take anything from him because he'd give it to you. And it's strange because it's like so many women think that we want what they want. Like when I ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? When I'm having these conversations, women will often say, well, I have my own car, I have my own money, I can take care of myself. We don't value the same things in women that you value in men. Women often lead with those things, but that's not what men want. We really just want somebody that's going to appreciate us and actually show that they care about us. And reciprocation don't always got to be sex. Don't get carried away. It is a good one, but it don't always have to be sex. It could be making his favorite meal when you know he had a tough day. It could be a back massage. It could be fixing his plate and bringing it to him every single day. When my wife makes my plate, it shows me that she values me. It shows me that she's willing to put me before herself. And because in a lot of other aspects in life, I'm willing to put her before myself, that reciprocation is appreciated. Guys aren't really that hard to please. We just work so hard and go so greatly unappreciated for our entire lives that it's nice to have somebody that shows they appreciate us.
I told y'all I chose violence today for men and men only. It is okay for you to not like what she is wearing.
Facts.
It is okay for you to be jealous in the sense of being territorial.
Facts.
It is okay for you to put her in her place and not agree with everything that she is saying. It is okay for you to be a man. I know you live in a society where they make you think being a man is not okay. Fellas, it is okay for you to be a man.
Facts.
It is okay for you to have pride. It is okay for you to be protective. It is okay for you to not want her to be out here dressing sexy for the entire fucking world. It is okay. And don't you ever stop being a man. And don't you bow down because you scared of her leaving. Let her fucking leave.
He is absolutely right. It is okay to have standards, and it is okay. And not only is it okay, but it's absolutely necessary that you stand your ground in these situations. Women can have all the standards in the world, even if they're shallow. They can want a man that's this tall. They can want a man that makes this amount of money. They can want a man that drives this car. They can want a man that has a big D. But as soon as men have standards, we're shamed for it. This is a certain way, and that's been around the block. You're a slut shamer. If you don't want a woman that's overweight or obese, and you don't want your own wife to become overweight or obese, you're a fat shamer. Heck, if you don't want to date a trans woman, you're transphobic. There's always some kind of phobia or some kind of they're gonna call a man when he has standards. If you don't mind how your wife dresses, then cool. If you don't mind big women, if you like big women, cool. But if you don't like those things, make sure you uphold your standard and always be willing to walk. Because women are gonna test you, and they're gonna see if you're a pushover. And if you want to be a pushover and you don't want to stand your ground, she's gonna take advantage of you, and then she's gonna dump you. So don't think just going along with it and agreeing with everything that she wants and allowing her to do whatever she wants to do is gonna keep the peace. She's going to dump you. Because if there's one thing a woman doesn't want, it's a pushover. Till next time.
Gotta go get this shit by any means. Like physics, I'm no chemist, but God mixes word equating hella lyric petri dishes. Got fucked up dispositions, dropped the pen, picked up the pencil, been precise, seeming consistent. I dissect up every